Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present this new mapping service from the Copernicus European program on global land. The project is managed by the European Commission Joint Research Centre in Ispra and was launched recently in September. And the main objective of the project is to strengthen the support from the EU to the Geoglam initiative, particularly in developing countries. So the main activity will be to provide sort of ad hoc sort of baseline crop monitoring information, mainly consisting in crop type mapping and associated area statistics, crop area statistics during and at the end of a specific growing season. The aim is to cover from 2 to 4 areas of around sort of 100 square kilometers every year, which will depend on the number of growing seasons and accessibility for a given AOI. So the main sort of actors involved are ourselves from CIRS in France, TerraSphere in the Netherlands, and also we will be supported by local partners to undertake the field campaigns. In terms of accessing the service, any Geoglam partner country can apply, and the selection will be made by the Geoglam Secretariat based on the relevance of the request, and it will also be possible that some sort of services are directly initiated by the Geoglam Secretariat or the JRC. So once a country sort of requests a service at any particular time, there will be an evaluation and selection process which will take place twice a year. Will lead to drafting a certain number of information in terms of contacts for the country, a shapefile of the area of interest, some specifications for the mapping, as well, for example, crop types. This will be communicated to JRC and ourselves, and we will be requested to undertake a feasibility study for the activity, and there will be direct sort of interactions between ourselves, JRC, the Geoglam Secretariats and the country contact. So once the feasibility study is approved, which will consist mainly in terms of setting up the logistics and the field campaign preparation, the mapping service will start with the field campaign itself during the growing season, and then the in-season and mapping and validation will follow together with the end of season mapping and validation. This will be repeated for a maximum of 2 growing seasons per year, and we will also organize a workshop or handover at the country contact premises. And during the time, we'll have also continuous sort of interaction with the country contacts as well as with our colleagues from the JRC. So just to give you a few highlights in terms of what the type of approach we'll be implementing. First of all, we'll start with a properly designed sort of probabilistic sort of field sampling strategy, and which will be done by a team of enumerators on the ground, but will also be supported by street level imagery and drones that will be tested in addition. The fact that we've adopted this sort of properly probabilistic sample means that we'll be able to provide sort of early crop areas statistics directly from the field data, and in terms of the mapping, we'll be relying on the Sentinels as well as the Landsat, and will apply a sort of state-of-the-art sort of pre-processing approach in terms of atmospheric correction, cloud screening, checking the geometry and so on. For the classification, we'll rely on advanced sort of machine and deep learning approaches with a flexible approach depending on the nature of the landscape to be mapped as well as the type of crops that will need to be mapped. In terms of our current activities, so the contract was signed in September, and we are now in the process of delivering the feasibility studies for the first 3 selected countries, which are Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda. And we're hoping from December, January to start the mapping service activities in the 3 selected countries. Thank you very much.